Today we're talking about AMD, the chip maker that's been sprinting like it drank an espresso shot meant for a data center. Wall Street's favorite AI swing lately has been AMD, and for good reason. We'll walk through the wins, the risks, the numbers, and a handful of wild but very concrete examples so you can explain AMD at parties without sounding like you memorized the prospectus. AMD just tightened its game across CPUs and GPUs, scored headline-grabbing cloud deals, hello, OpenAI, and landed large enterprise deployments, Oracle reportedly lining up 50,000 MI450 class GPUs. Those moves, plus steady EPYC server demand, helped the stock run hard this year, but top analysts like Bernstein's Stacy Raskin are still telling investors to be realistic about earnings and expectations. What changed? The short version. AMD used to be the underdog that made clever CPUs and sometimes impressive GPUs. Lately it's acting like the scrappy teenager who started a band and now has the stadium bookings, faster GPU roadmap, big cloud partnerships, and enterprise deals that look, on paper, like recurring revenue in search of a drumbeat. The company's server CPU franchise, EPYC, is keeping the revenue base solid while the GPU story supplies the fireworks. OpenAI, the mic drop. This is the paragraph that made headlines. AMD and OpenAI announced a strategic multi-gigawatt partnership to supply AMD Instinct GPUs, with an initial 1 gigawatt deployment scheduled to begin in the second half of 2026 and an option multi-gigawatt cadence thereafter. That's not just a purchase order, it's a signal that one of AI's biggest customers is diversifying compute beyond a single vendor. For AMD, it's both a credibility win and a potential revenue tidal wave if delivery and performance track. Imagine this. OpenAI ordering GPUs is like a popular streaming service announcing it will exclusively license your band's live concert recordings. Suddenly you're not just playing clubs, you're on millions of playlists. That's the scale we're talking about. Oracle's 50,000 GPUs, scheduling the demand. Not to be outdone, Oracle reportedly inked an agreement to deploy 50,000 of AMD's next-gen Instinct MI450 GPUs in new AI superclusters. That's a big notch on the enterprise belt. Think of it as a major theme park buying entire coaster rails from you because they want their own thrill rides. If those installations happen on the timeline Oracle and AMD have discussed, it turns one-off sales into a steady cadence of capacity deployments for hyperscale and enterprise customers alike. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Why the market loved the news, and why we shouldn't lose our heads. When a company lands marquee customers and multi-year commitments, it's not just the dollars. It's the signal that your architecture is trusted at scale. News like OpenAI and Oracle boosts investor conviction that AMD can play in the AI accelerator arena. That's triggered powerful price moves. The stock's rally this year reflects both renewed confidence and real potential upside. But, and this is a big but, analysts stress that expectations must be kept in check. Supply, margins, timing, and competitive responses, ahem, NVIDIA, all matter. EPYC, the steady base camp. Don't get so focused on GPUs that you forget CPUs. AMD's EPYC line has become the anchor in the data center. Enterprise customers often buy servers for compute and redundancy, and they don't replace the entire fleet overnight. EPYC sales provide cash flow and margin stability, while GPUs fuel the growth narrative. Think of EPYC as the cargo truck that reliably delivers income each quarter, while GPUs are the race cars bringing new excitement and higher margins if volumes scale. AMD's recent quarterly reports show that server revenue and margin progress have been meaningful contributors to the company's financial profile. Analyst voices, the Raskin moment. Enter Bernstein's Stacy Raskin, a 5-star analyst whose notes get retweeted by hedge funds and read aloud at conference cocktail hours. Raskin's recent note is short, sharp, and surgical. He acknowledges that AMD's AI gains are strong but cautions that earnings expectations might be too aggressive. In practice, that means, love the story, But be realistic about delivery timelines, potential margin pressure, and whether AMD can sustainably take share. In plain English, good luck, but check the receipts. Raskin is like the referee in a playoff game. He doesn't stop fans from cheering, but his whistle can change the scoreline in an instant. The stock run, what? Up 30%, actually means. The stock sprinted more than 30% in the last quarter, and has almost doubled in 2025. Market data shows AMD's shares have indeed seen notable gains in 2025, with different measures, quarterly, year-to-date, 52-week, showing large percentage increases depending on the reference period. The key takeaway: the market has re-rated the stock as investors price in potential AI accelerator revenue, but with that re-rating comes heightened sensitivity to any execution slips. The stock sprint wasn't a leisurely jog, it was a sprinter clearing hurdles. But sprinters still trip sometimes. Financial strength, the boring but important stuff. Traditional financial health indicators for AMD show a strong balance sheet relative to earlier eras, record revenues, positive net income in recent quarters, and improving operating metrics. All of these reduce tail risk for investors. If your company is printing cash or at least showing structural profitability while you're winning customers, you're less likely to face panic selling in the event of a delayed launch, which we can describe as metaphorically 300x. Still, metrics like Z-scores are one piece of a broader risk puzzle. Note this as well. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. Revelation 22 verses 10-14. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all his commandments, he has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let him be your guide, for he will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.